Is the biggest and most mysterious secret that you have not revealed to anyone? 1. I lost my grandfather back in 2012, and since then my grandmother lives all alone. Though we all live together, but she lives on the first floor and we on the second floor. My parents do not treat my grandmother well. They feel as if she irritates them. Because of this, my grandma never asks for any help from them. But she pampers me a lot. Whenever I have to return to my hostel after vacations, she starts crying and hugging me. So the secret part is that every time I come home for vacations, I secretly keep some money into my grandma's piggy box that she has so that she doesn't face any trouble for her daily needs. I am from a middle-class family and an engineering student not earning yet. Whatever pocket money my parents give me, I try my level best to save some part of it to give to my grandma during vacations without her knowing it. She probably thinks that her memory and her eyesight has gone weaker with age, so never notices it. Though like every guy, even I love to party and chill out with friends, but whenever I remember those teary eyes and the hug from my grandma, I am able to refrain myself and save some money. I wish my grandma lives for 100 more years. 2. During my school days, I had a friend who wasn't good looking or attractive. So because of this, he had developed some sort of inferiority complex. He was short and very dark skinned, so because of it he used to think that he would never be able to have a girlfriend. I used to feel very bad whenever I found him sad or depressed. One day an idea struck me. I bought a new SIM card and started messaging him, telling him that I am a girl and I am his secret admirer. Daily I used to message him like any girlfriend would do, and I kept on talking about any random topic whenever he would ask for my name. The effect of all this was very much visible, as he seemed jubilant most of the time. He got back his lost self-confidence, as now he knew there was someone on earth who liked him. Though I was really happy that I was able to help my friend, but somewhere I feared what happened when he would force me to tell my name or would want to meet me. All this continued for around 2 months, and then one day I decided to end all of it. I stopped messaging him and broke the SIM card. I was very nervous from then onwards as to what effect it will have on him. But to my surprise, he never seemed depressed and still remained the same way he used to be when I used to message him. It was as if he had realized his self-worth. I never revealed this to him even after 10 years, and today he is a software engineer in us and married to the love of his life. 3. Well, this isn't really a dark secret. I'm a 16-year-old Indian girl. My parents are extremely strict about having social media and talking to people on the internet. Seriously, I once had my old Twitter account shut down for using just my first name. Last year I got sick of being a lazy loser, so I decided to do something productive with my free time. I started an art blog, and in a few months, I built a solid fan base. So I decided to take it further and joined Instagram, Twitter, and a bunch of other sites too. Soon, people were interested in buying art commissions. I was happy, but I was also scared because my parents would find out I wasn't just talking to strangers on the internet, but making money doing so. What made it even worse was that the first guy who commissioned me was a 30-something guy who was obsessed with sexy furries. Imagine my parents seeing that. So I opened my own account, started taking commissions in secret, and to this day, nobody in real life knows about my secret business. I'm afraid that I'll be yelled at for wasting time or hearing something like, "Oh, so this is the reason you don't study anymore." I'm scared I also post some of the most personal shit on my blog, so if anyone I know IRL finds it, yeah, I'm screwed. 4. In my childhood, I had skin infection in my toe which sometimes become painful. One night it was so painful that I wasn't able to sleep. Everyone was sleeping and I was just turning sides to find better position to sleep. My elder brother was sleeping alongside me. Now in my innocence I thought I am not a good person, that's why God has given me this infection and pain. So I started praying God to forgive me and cure my pain. But alas, nothing happened. Then I thought, I trouble everyone, I am a naughty child. So, I promised myself to behave well from now onward. Still nothing happened. My mom always said to touch your elder brother feet also, as I am supposed to touch other elders' feet, father, mother, grandparents, sisters. But I didn't. No, I am not touching his feet. I used to touch everyone's except him. In my pain I secretly touched my brother's feet and said, "Sorry, I will always touch your feet. Now God, please cure this pain." Finally I reached to my mom and slept alongside her. Don't know what magic mother touch, as I finally slept without noticing any pain. I have never mentioned to anyone that silently I had touched his feet, thinking my pain would go away as everyone would mock me. My dear late brother, sorry I didn't tell you that I respect you, and I miss you. R.I.P. 5. I don't know if it's the biggest, but it's a secret that makes me smile even today. My son used to bring a friend of his from high school to our house. He was missing 2 fingers on one hand, came from a very poor family, and was dressed always shabbily. He was such an intelligent, nice boy, and I was happy my son was friendly with him. One summer it was all the rage for the boys to go out and get a Borsalino hat. For anyone who doesn't know, these hats are over $150. This friend came to our house, wearing some shabby, bent, torn hat. My throat constricted with pain. I knew he was a proud boy and wouldn't take charity, otherwise I would have given him the money to buy one. Then I had a great idea. I went to a hat store, and gave them the money for a new Borsalino hat. On this condition I asked them to call up my son's friend, and to pretend that they had a contest in their store. In this contest, whoever bought a hat could recommend one friend of theirs, and put their name in a ballot box. At the end of the month, one friend's name would be drawn and this winner would win a Borsalino hat. The store would have to explain to him that they had just had a drawing, and guess who was the lucky winner? He was! Exclamation mark. I kept on chuckling all the way home. I couldn't wait for the store to call him. I didn't even tell my son, for fear he would spill the beans. The next time the friend came to our house, he was wearing a lovely new black Borsalino hat, and he walked with such a happy air, My heart filled with undescribable joy. He was thrilled to tell me how he had just won the hat in a contest. Can you believe that? He asked me happily. I was the one whose name they picked. It wasn't just the winning hat that made his day. It was the fact that out of all those contestants he had won. So now you, as well as the storekeeper, know my deepest secret. Raquel. 6. I lied that I'm not a virgin. I found my love 3 years back. He proposed to me while he was a stranger to me. I got to know him better and took 6 months to say yes. I love him. We had sex for the first time. He was happy. I was happy. It took a very long time for me to agree for having sex. One day he said that he felt I was not a virgin and had sex before. I told him firmly that I didn't and I was a virgin and he is the first one to touch me. He was adamant and told that I was lying and would leave me if I don't tell the truth. I had no choice, but had to lie and told him that I had sex before with one of my friend. He was happy then, that he was right again with his instinct. But sadly, he was wrong. ! But I still love him. And he loves me too. It's just that he always wants to be right. And I prove him right to maintain our relationship without fights. I haven't told this to anyone.